YouTube, AJ here, doing a video today about, well, it's actually about preparedness this time, and it's kind of a little bit of a different twist, I guess. So I had to work this morning, and I decided to take one of my roads home that I normally have as a way to get home, one of my back roads way to get home. It depended on what was going on in the world. If I needed to get home, decided to take it. And so this is why you should check your routes regularly, to me, why you should, and in different types of weather, because like this one here, yeah, this sucks. I did not realize this road did this. And there's really no good reason for it. There's a creek across the way there, but man, we haven't had this much rain, or enough rain where it should have made that big of a difference. So I'm gonna walk out here and just kind of see how deep it is. Now, if I was in a real bad situation, what I would do typically is, and not even a real bad situation, but what I would typically do is, for one, you got these markers here. For two, I got four-wheel drive, and I can see that the water's not moving all that fast, and even if it did sweep me off somewhere, it's just into a field there. So I would just put my tires in there and hang my head out the window and just see how deep my tires get as I'm going, which may be what I might do anyways, because I really don't want to go back the other way. So I may go ahead and do that. And I just thought I'd show you folks, yeah, don't do that. Don't do that, period. Don't do what I'm about to do. That's a horrible idea. If there's water going across the road, you turn around and go the other way. But that's not what I'm doing today. So I don't even know if I should put it on YouTube, but we'll just see what happens here. All right, guys, let's see. Oops, sorry. Okay, so what I do when I'm doing it anyways, when I'm doing stuff you're not supposed to do, is I watch real closely. And I go real slow, how far my tires go in my front tires. But I'm used to playing at the river and at the creek and in the mud and all that kind of stuff anyways. And like I said, I can tell that this water's not moving very fast, and I can see that there's not a lot of water on either side of me, so it's really not too concerning. And I can see the ends of the road on both parts, and the markers really weren't that deep, so I wouldn't advise anybody to do this. But I've also got plenty of height on my truck. If it did get a little deep, then I just back up slowly or put it in four-wheel drive and back up pretty slow. I don't ever use my four-wheel drive until I need it. That's one of the things I learned playing around in the mud all the time, is you don't never use it until you need it, because otherwise you'll get yourself somewhere to where it's a bad deal. But yeah, I just idle across there, and there we go. Luck be my lady. All right, so don't ever do that, I guess. The moral of that story, I'm sure that'll be I'll probably get hits on that one, like banned or whatever, I don't know, showing people to do dumb shit. But there you go. There's something, check your routes. Make sure they're passable no matter what type of weather it is. And then just be ready for this type of stuff. I'm not saying you should practice doing dumb stuff like that, but you have a game plan as to what you're going to do if you come across something like that. It doesn't hurt to have plan A, plan B, all the ones we know we should have, and just kind of go from there. In fact, the road that we like to play on when we're bored is actually right down there, and it's there's no way right now at this particular point you could get very far down there without making sure that you had everything available to get you out of there. And so, I like to have a good heavy winch available, a T-post, post driver. It's a good way to get hurt there too, but worst case scenario, if you can't get to a tree, you can use a T-post or something similar to that, drive it into the ground, and be able to winch while you make your truck work and stuff like that. There's little things like that you can do to kind of help get you out of the mud. And of course, I always carry my shovel, because you can dig enough sometimes to keep yourself moving and everything. There's just a lot of things that people should, mess around with and see how they would use it, if you do get stuck. If you have something to go play around in a little bit and everything. But I'm probably gonna hop off of here, flip the phone around one more time. Got one more little baby obstacle. Apparently there's been a lot more moisture in the air than I thought there was, because these roads are actually pretty shitty, turns out. Now that one's not bad at all. I can see the grass growing in the road here still, so we're good. We'll just kind of creep along here nice and slow. Plus, it can't push me too far anyways. There's a tree row right there, so that's something you got to keep in mind if you were to try to ever cross anything like that, is, look at what you got on each side, type of things. I know flash floods can happen anytime, and it's just a bad deal and all, but if it were a SHTF situation, are you going to be willing to try to cross something like that? Or, what are you going to do? You're just going to stop, turn around, maybe not be able to turn around, or you're going to drive right back into what you're trying to get away from. So, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Y'all have a good night. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. All right.